Well, good morning, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the backyard here in Wyoming. We're having a little bit of a, can't really call it Indian summer, but maybe we'll call it Indian fall. Anyway, it's about 50 degrees out. It's about 11 a.m. out here. Let you see Tetons in the pond. There's Sasha. Pond is frozen over now. But anyway, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say farewell, Wyoming. So, Wyoming Davis, signing out. Um, yeah, I'll be back as Maryland Dave. Probably back online Wednesday or Thursday next week. So it might be a week before you see anything else from me. So I thought I'd share a cigar with you, a farewell cigar. This is by Davidoff. This is one of my Churchill late hours. Definitely one of my favorites. More of a Maryland favorite. I smoke other stuff when I'm here, but felt like doing a Davidoff. So that's what we're smoking. So I'll be enjoying this while we have our farewell chat. So I'll be heading downtown in a few hours. The guys are pretty cool. Put together a poker tournament tonight, kind of a farewell tournament. I guess they want their money back, I imagine, more than anything. But anyway, we got a poker tournament tonight, and I'll get home, get to bed at 10, 11 o'clock, get up at 4 a.m., and at 4:30 tomorrow, I'm out the door. By this time tomorrow, I should be seeing my boy and should be in Denver by about 11 tomorrow morning. The guest house back here is completely winterized. It's 100% ready for winter. I won't need to go back in there until my spring trip back in May when the snow gets off the property. And the main house is completely closed up and ready for me to depart. Laundry's done, dishwasher's run, all the dishes are good, all the laundry's clean, the house is vacuumed, all the bathrooms are cleaned, all the shades are down. We are good to go. Sasha's been very social lately. Hi, girl. I guess you wanted to be in the video today, huh? Yeah, wagging your tail. So a number of you commented you haven't seen Sasha in a while, so I spent a little over an hour on a romp with her out on the creek bed. So here is a few Sasha videos for you. And I got a nice picture again, so I'll end it with a little photo of Sasha, and then we'll come back and chat. So it's about a minute worth of Sasha here before I get back. Final romp of the year. Good girl. Sasha and I are out on our final creek walk for the year. It's absolutely perfect weather out here. It's actually a little bit warmer today. What an amazing view. I'm gonna miss this. What an amazing 5.5, 6 months it's been. You guys remember back to me giving you shower repair updates back in the end of May, early June? Remember I started giving you tree cut reviews? How many of those did we do this time? And then like 30 rounds of golf at 3 of the nicest courses out here. And then that overnight fly fishing trip. The fire party here. A couple of poker tournaments. It's amazing. Let's see. Potter Piper's visit. Bull Moose Piper's visit. My wife getting out here for a week. Sean getting out here 4 times since I've been out here. You know, those daily romps out there with Sasha. Just, wow. What an amazing trip. It's a great set of memories. So we've only got about 6 weeks left for the year. And the holidays are going to take up a lot of it. So it's just a good time to wrap up those reviews of what you hope to get done this year. And you got 6 weeks left to finish it up. It's also a good time of year. I'll do a video on 2026 goals. Probably the week between Christmas and New Year's. But I feel really good. My 2025 goal sheet is, I'm pretty proud of how we got those things done. And the whole body transformation wasn't even on the list. I didn't even see that coming until sometime in June this year. But it's just a great time of year to take stock of your year, push through anything that you hope to get done, and then start really thinking about what you want your life to look like a year from now. So a little bit sad today. This is probably the worst day of the trip, the day before we leave. You know, I know I'm going to my home. I got the paddock, be with the wife. Both my kids are going to be home. We're going to have great holidays. And we should have a great Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, my daughter's birthday. And we should have 2 months of pretty great family time. And then before I know it, it'll be, January 10th or whatever, and I'll be driving Ranger back to Denver and skiing with my boy in Denver, and then driving back out here. I'll be back out here Martin Luther King weekend, and then I'll probably have 10 weeks. I'll probably be mid-January to March 31st here, and then back to Maryland. So anyway, I know I have a great life on both sides, but it's always a little bit sad to leave here. I definitely feel more at home here than I do in the DC suburbs. So anyway, today's a sad day because today's the day you're kind of putting the house to bed, putting everything away, going downtown for the last time, seeing all my boys, saying goodbye for a couple months. Tomorrow's about getting up early and executing. There's no feeling, no emotion. It's get up, get on the road, and pay attention for the 7-hour drive. And then when I arrive at Sean's house, the Ranger's there, Sean's there, and I've got 3 days with all of us together. So, you know, once I wake up tomorrow, all the emotion goes away, but today's the low day. So this will be my typical grab bag of stuff we talk about on this video, kind of like the old days. I've gotten a number of comments and questions over that 8-part series on weight loss wisdom, my body transformation. And there's a theme in the questions about, did I have low energy? Did I get sick? Was I nauseous? Did I have trouble sleeping? Did I have trouble getting going during the day? Did I have energy level issues during the day? And I just want to say, in general, that kind of comment comes from somebody I think who's tried it hardcore, crash into it. And I specifically did this over I mean, the 8 phases, the 8 parts, 6 months I've been doing it, right? This wasn't a 2-week crash course or a 30-day, you know, extreme window. In fact, I tried to do the entire thing little by little. So every week I made a small change, right? Every month was a small change. So the next week wasn't crazy different than the week before, and it was a slow staircase because I didn't want to have energy issues or be sick or nauseous or any of that. So, and I didn't want to get, you know, attempt fatigue. I didn't want to push on it so hard. And that's why in almost every video I say, start slow, start at the beginning and do it slowly, do it incrementally. Just be aware it's a 5-6 month process. Because what we're trying to do is cement in permanent change, not something we're going to try for a few months and then go back, right? That is, you just put all, you lose 50 pounds in 5-6 months and then put it all right back on in a month. If we just go back and do what we were doing. So the answer is no. I had no real energy issues, no nausea, never got sick, didn't have low energy days, didn't have days I couldn't get out here and work on the property, didn't have days I couldn't go downtown and see my boys. It just didn't happen, but I think it's because of that purposeful, slow progression and not a crash course. I mean, even now, 6 months into it, you know, I'm not beating myself to death on a treadmill or, you know, starving myself to the point where I can't stand it. And that's after 6 months of progressing through this. So, anyway, I just wanted to address that because I've had a number of comments and questions like that over the last, I don't know, couple of weeks while I did the videos. So another thing I want to talk about, this is a CEO school item. I'll do a separate CEO school video on this, but kind of want to leave you with it because I'm going to be off the channel probably for a week. And it's something I've witnessed with some of my calls, some of the guys I counsel, work with, and some of the guys here, and then some of the comments I've gotten on the weight loss videos, and that is, so the CEO school item is stop talking about it. When we, just as human beings, if we talk about what we're going to do, it sort of turns part of our brain's desire to do it off because you get that endorphin. You know, because typically what happens is you feel like shit because you didn't do what you're supposed to do last month or this month. So you feel you kind of capitulate, or you actually, I don't know, you salve your wounds, or you feel crappy about it by saying, but next month I'm all over it, man. Or after the new year, I'm all over it. Or next year, man, yeah, I didn't do shit this year, but next year I'm all over it. Or I hear a lot of, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, and that is empty speak, and that creates an unjustified sense of accomplishment. Yeah, I'm not doing anything now, but I'm gonna really kick it into gear next year. What is so special about next week, next month, next year? You know, and in my opinion, the only difference between saying I'm going to do it next month and I'm going to start today, I'm actually starting it right now, is that it's not today. That's the only difference. And so when next week gets here, you're like, well, I'll do it the next week. Or when next month gets here, you'll say, I'll do it next month. Or you get past the holidays, right? That's the other one. Well, I'll do it when I get past the holidays. I'll do it when the new year sets in. Well, I'll do it a few weeks after the new year. And so you just kind of keep placating yourself so you don't feel so shitty about yourself by saying, well, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But you never do. So my advice is just stop talking about it. Talk about what you've accomplished. Talk to about what you've obtained. Talk about what you're currently doing. And then if you need to, say, and I'm translating that into what I'm doing tomorrow or next week, right? It's a continuation of what I'm doing now, not some miracle, you know, the miracle occurs here cloud on the old whiteboard. and then I'm going to be productive. There's me, the miracle cloud, and then all the shit I should be doing that I'm not, but I'm going to be doing it on the other side of the miracle cloud. And that's what you don't want to do. Don't placate yourself. Don't don't try to make up for what you didn't do. Don't try to make up for it you're not doing by just making an empty statement about, but I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it next month. I'm going to do it after the holidays. I'm going to do it after the new year. I'm going to do it when winter's over, right? Don't talk about what you're going to do. It's empty. It's unjustified. Talk about what you're currently doing and how you might improve what you're doing as the next few days, weeks, months go by. Anyway, that's enough about that. I just like to show you here I am doing my video, and there's my water with cinnamon and ginger and chia seeds in it. So I'm gonna drink this while I'm doing this video. All right, so looking at our back door, I think there's Sasha walking by. I just want to show you, normally I wouldn't show you a pile of bear shit, but there's a big giant pile of grizzly bear shit right there. You can see how close it is. There's actually another one over there. So anyway, it's appropriate that Sasha's in this shot because I've got a Sasha story for you. So why am I showing you a video of grizzly bear shit in my backyard? Well, we had a pretty touchy situation Tuesday night. The night I did all the Northern Light pictures and videos. So Sasha had her first grizzly bear encounter Tuesday night. Kind of a two-part story. So I came out later in the evening, later in the night, like 10 o'clock, to make sure the lights weren't getting better, and they weren't. But I was wandering out the front door, and Sasha had come with me. And all of a sudden you could feel, it's weird when you can feel something stalking you. And we both definitely felt it. Her hackles went up, her neck went down, and she instantly started looking out into the dark, because it's pitch dark out here. I said, hey girl, we better wrap this up and head in. And right as I said head in, she took off and chased a couple of coyotes off the property. She's just vicious, you know, and I used to worry about her, but I don't worry about her too much with coyotes unless there's a whole pack. And I think I only saw 2 or 3. Anyway, she ran them off, and 30 seconds later, she was back. We went in the house, and that was the end of that. But because of that, I didn't let her out at the end of the night. She normally goes pee at the very end of the night and then crawls up on the bed. So we just went to bed that night. And sometimes she wakes me up at 2, 3 o'clock and whines and kind of gives me the I need to go out. So that was that night. And I kind of expected it because I didn't let her out. So around 2, 3 o'clock, somewhere in there, I don't know, she's whining, I have to go out. And so we have a night procedure. I open the back door, she sits and waits for me. I walk down the 2 steps, look out into the backyard, listen for as best I can, and then I let her out. Well, on Tuesday night, 2, 3 o'clock, I open the back door, she's sitting there, and I'm walking down the stairs, and she knocks me, not knocks me over, but knocks me aside and bolts out. And right where that bear pile is, there was a big, full-grown male grizzly bear, and she took off after it. She kind of got on his back. She was biting him, and he, I thought, man, this is going to end really badly. But the bear actually reared up, spun around on his hind legs, and took off the property. And she chased him down Little Creek and up the other side and down the other creek and got out on the big creek bed. And once he got out there, she turned around and ran back. So I had to tighten up our night procedures because, anyway, my wife, it was pretty funny. I sent that bear shit picture to my wife. She said, oh my God, she scared the shit out of the bear. But anyway, the bear activity around here the last few days has just picked up unbelievably. There's several piles in the yard, and there's several piles along the creek bed. So anyway, kind of a double close call night. We've tightened up our procedures, and that was our first bear encounter. But wow, I thought she'd be scared of him, and I was wrong. So I've got to be more careful with her in the evenings and the nights now. But we're out of here. Tonight we'll be late getting home, so we won't even be out. And then we get up and we're out of here. So, and then when we get back in January, they're basically the dangerous wildlife is kind of hibernating. So, but when next fall, I got to remember this situation and be more careful with her. But anyway, just want to tell you a little grizzly story. All right, guys, I think that's it. I'll say Wyoming Dave is signing off. It's been a great 6 months. Appreciate all you guys coming through it with me over all these videos. And we'll be back. We'll be back here in 2 months. Really, 2 months from Saturday, we should be back here. But we'll come back online from Maryland Wisdom, and we'll come online and do some videos from the paddock again. And we'll do the outside fire pit in Maryland like we used to. And we got a lot of good things coming up. So, guys, that's it. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And we will see you in a week on the other side in Maryland. Bye, everybody.